Hi everybody, it's me Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. Welcome back if you're a regular viewer, and if you're new here I hope you enjoy this vlog. So welcome to this week's vlog, which is the third vlog in the CCC23 vlog series, which stands for Confident Capsule Collection. And it's a dressmaking course. It's run by Sew Confident, which is a sewing school and fabric store based in Glasgow that I am a brand ambassador for. So for those of you that haven't watched any of the other vlogs, just a quick summary. It's basically a dressmaking course where I am able to create a capsule collection for the summer. Now, each week I'm talking you through the make for that week, which is one of 7 garments, and talking you through my experience, how I got on, what I thought of the course, what I thought of the pattern, etc. So this week's vlog is for the RHEA knit top. So the RHEA knit top is this top here, and it's by Style Arc. All the patterns are Style Arc. And it's a dolman elbow sleeve length, it's hip length, it has a high-low hemline, it has a bust dark, crew neck with neckband, top stitch front and back seams, and yeah, it can be made out of stretch fabrics, and this is the fabric that I got in my kit. So it is a cream French terry, really lovely quality, great amount of stretch and recovery, and I actually have kept it as the cream, but because this is all natural fibres, you could actually dye this if you wanted to, and I know some people on the course have actually dyed it. That's the thing about all of the fabrics at Jenny sources, they are all dyeable, so if there is anything that you aren't happy with colour wise, you could always dye it. But I really love this colour. It's not a great colour for me, we're having children, but I think it does really suit my skin tone, so I was really excited to make this up. And I'm actually obviously wearing it now, so you can see that I am actually, it's all made up, and I've made it, and I absolutely love it. I can see me making lots more of these, and it was such a quick, simple sew. So let me just show you. It's kind of not bat wing, but it's got, I think this, as I say, a dolman sleeve, which is basically like a grown on sleeve, so it has no seam. It's got these bust darts here. It's got top stitching down the front, top stitching down the back, and then it's got a high low hem, and it's kind of cropped. I would say I would class this as a cropped length, and because I know some people have lengthened it, but I actually really love this length. I quite like it that it's cropped at the front and then goes just over the bum a little bit, which we all like a little bit of coverage over the bum, don't we? So yeah, so I have sewn this up, and it took me hardly any time at all. Now, just to let you know from a sizing point of view, so I actually really sized down on this top, and I went for the size 8, and I based that on the finished measurements. Style Arc on the actual pattern itself don't necessarily have the well, they don't have the measurements, body measurements. It's all finished garment measurements. You can get the standard body measurements on the website. They're standard for all patterns, but I very much have started to base what size I choose based on the fit that I want. So I had a look at the finished garment measurements. Now I usually make a 12 in a Style Arc, but the 12 had a nearly 51 inch bust measurement. I'll just get my tape measure to show you what that would have been. So if I get 50 inches on here, that's a lot of ease. And I was a bit like, I don't think I really want it that oversized. And then when I had a look at the size 8, it was 46 centimetres across the bust, and that felt a lot roomier. And then I also just checked the arm tightness, and probably any smaller and it would feel really tight, but I'm really happy with this. So I cut out the 8, and I really like it. Obviously if you wanted it baggier, you could size up or size down if you wanted a tighter top, but that's what I decided to go with, the size 8. And the cutting out of the pattern was really simple. The lay plans are there. It's basically nothing's cut on the fold because you have this centre seam down the front and the back, so it's 4 pattern pieces, a front and a back, a neckband, and then there's the little, I don't know what they call it actually, it's a little bit of fabric that you put over the seam at the back so that the tag doesn't rub you and stuff. I've never done that technique before, but I decided to do it on this because I was just following the instructions. So this is the fabric that I had left after I cut it out. So I actually have got some scraps left that I could probably use. This will go in my scrap pile, and I think will be perfect for colour blocking. So didn't actually use all the fabric up. And this I might dye, or I might put in my fabric stash, because I do have a scrap stash. So I do have a little bit of fabric left. The techniques that I really liked is I really like the tarts. I really like the darts, and I really love this top stitching on here, and I'm really quite proud of my top stitching. I don't know if I can zoom in there, but yeah, you basically push the seam to one side and then top stitch on the on my right, yeah, and the same on the back. Now what I really thought would be great about this is be a great scrap buster. So I'm thinking, like, I've got in my head now perhaps a leopard print on one of the sides, and then a block colour here, and the same on the back. I think that'll look quite cool. So yeah, I've got, like, my brain started thinking about different ways that I could incorporate some of my scraps into this, really. So yeah, that's quite exciting. Now I actually didn't do the sew along live this week. I had a meeting that I had to go to, so I wasn't able to go to the sew along live. However, I did watch the sew along afterwards when I sewed the item up, and it was really good, because although this is quite a straightforward make, when we got to the neckband cover, which is, trying to show you what I mean, I'll put a picture in, which is basically just a strip of fabric made into a bit of a biased tape in the stretch fabric and placed over the seam. When I got to that point, I was a bit confused about how to do it, because the instructions with typical style art weren't that clear. So it was really good to watch Jenny on the sew along doing it, and it was so funny when I was doing the sew along, because I kept going to ask a question, or kept going to say, oh Jenny, and then I realised this isn't live. So I felt a bit mad, but I did share that in the Facebook group chat afterwards, and loads of people said, oh, glad it's not just me that tries to talk to the recording. So that was really funny. But yeah, this was a really lovely simple make. I think I sewed it up in, like, cutting out, sewed it up in, like, probably about an hour. It didn't take that long at all. I used my edge stitch to do the top stitching, and yeah, overlocked it, and it was just really quick and simple, and I'm really happy with the result. And actually the weather's got a bit colder now, so this is perfect to wear, and I think this would look great with a pair of jeans. It'll look great with the skirt that I'm going to be making, and yeah, you could even wear it over the dress that we're going to be making as well. So I can already see how my capsule wardrobe will be really versatile. The fabric recommendation on this is knit jersey baby wool French terry. I think this would be quite nice in just a cotton jersey, because you could have a lighter version. It's just a nice top plus and jumper. It'd also be nice in a jumper fabric, you know, more of a knit, a soft knit. And the fabric requirements are 1.25 meters for sizes 4 to 18, and for sizes 20 to 30 it's 1.5 meters, so it's not really that fabric hungry at all, which I think is really great. So as I say, I'll put some pictures in of me sewing this up, but I think I am definitely a convert of this top for sure. I think I will be making a few more of these, and yeah, I feel really nice in it actually. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this, and if you do, click the like button. So that's it really. There's not loads to talk about really on this make. It's quite a straightforward make. It is classed as an easy, and I definitely, if you've been thinking about doing a style arc knit pattern, this is a great one for a beginner. It will really be a good one to start with, and you get a really professional lovely top at the end of it. And I must say, with the style art patterns, I am being very impressed in the level of finish that's coming with them. So yeah, really happy with it. So as I say, I'll put some photographs in. I have put a label in the back, which was a magnifique label, which I think I got in my So Hayley Jane box, in the French theme box that we got recently. So I'll put a picture in that, because I can't really show you while it's on. And I hope you enjoyed this vlog. My next make is on Thursday, and that is going to be my Rona wrap skirt, which is already cut out. This is the Rona wrap skirt. It is already cut out and ready to go, and I'm going to try and make the live sew along this Thursday because I just really enjoyed sewing it in that environment, so I can actually ask questions without feeling like I'm crazy this time. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you all soon. Happy sewing, bye.